Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to take a closer look at the 5 greatest dangers to the reign of the last remaining supreme being, Ainz Ooal Gowns. But before we're going to do so, I say thanks to all of my Patreons for supporting this channel and for choosing today's video topic. Furthermore, I thank all users of the YouTube thanks function who made one-time donations. And finally, please check out my fantasy channel. You will find the link down in the description. And with that said, let's dive into today's topic. And while Ainz Ooal Gowns has thus far conquered entire nations without much in the way of serious resistance from the countries in question, or even intention as far as Ainz Ooal Gowns is concerned, there exists 5 great dangers that could eventually end his rule. And number 1 was recently discussed with Pestonia and Negredo, the rise of the New World. While today the New World is fairly weak, it used to be a way stronger place, with not only the Dragonlords reigning supreme, but also with more powerful other species like for example giants, and an entire nation filled with beings so powerful that they would be an apocalyptic threat to the nations and countries of today's New World. But with the arrival of the 8 Great Kings, the continent was conquered and many of the strong nations simply crushed and entire species wiped out. Thus the average level of the New World had been drastically reduced. But with the rise of the Sorcerer Kingdom, not only could the numbers of the people explode due to food security and safety from wars and monster attacks, but they could also become stronger and stronger over time. I mean, runecraft alone could improve over the decades and centuries to the point where cutting floor guardians would become possible. Magic knowledge could spread, creating a wide variety of cheap and powerful items to augment the now better trained and educated population of the ever-expanding Sorcerer Kingdom. And with the numbers of subjects rising exponentially in the last year alone, while the numbers of troops eternally loyal to Nezarec being somewhat stagnant and really only augmented by undead summons and some mercenary monsters, there might be a point where the New Worlders have acquired enough mass to theoretically outclass Nezarec, especially the ability to produce individuals above the level of 60, so that they may actually overcome the nullification abilities of Ainz would be beyond important in all of this. But while it was missing in the anime, Nezarec has now gained a way to control the population beyond just repression, thanks to the cult Nea Baraya came up with. Thus any uprising could turn into infighting and a civil war among the subjects of the Sorcerer King, thus eliminating the great threat a united front would pose to Ainz Ooal Gowns' reign. Now the 4th most dangerous thing to Ainz Ooal Gowns' reign is something that Ainz Ooal Gowns had already suffered from, and that ended with the death of a floor guardian after an extremely epic battle. Unaccounted world-class items. Just with the rings of power in the Middle Earth, the unaccounted world items are something that could disturb the peace and could lead to an apocalyptic war. While Nezarec has 11 world-class items of their very own in order to counter the threat of single-world items, there is always the danger that the wrong people from Ainz Ooal Gowns' point of view would get their hands on them. For example, imagine Platinum Dragonlord would reform the 13 heroes and then embark on an epic quest to rediscover as many world-class items as possible. While Nezarec expands in the open, the discovery of world items would take place in the shadows, far away from Ainz Ooal Gowns' side. With Rigid Bearskaru, there's even a stealthy character already on the side of Platinum Dragonlord. And not only does the Dragonlord himself hold a world-class item already, but Deep Darkness Dragonlord surprisingly also had taken a world-class item after eliminating a player, and there are quite a few very worrisome world-class items out there that could devastate the entire tomb quite easily. Ouroboros and 7 colors undivided would allow for a change in the world magic system, meaning that wild magic would be strengthened, while tier magic could be pushed back, eliminating half of all the strength Nezarec even has. Furthermore, the world-class item Ulbertalane Odl was obsessed with would allow to summon forth an unlimited amount of demons, thus dealing with the sheer limitless numbers of undead on Nezarec's side. While Ahura Master is a world-class item that has an extremely destructive effect upon anyone with negative karma, and its range is global, so even a few of these world items combined could cripple Nezaric's military might significantly, and only the Floor Guardians and Ainz Ooal Gowns are protected by world-class items of their own, and I guess the Great Tomb of Nezaric thanks to the Throne of Kings. But even then, one of the 20 could break even the protection of normal world-class items. So they are beyond dangerous, but luckily for Ainz, fairly unknown to the new world. And with that said, I will end the first part of this video, and the very next day after this video has been released, the second part will be made available for you, so stay tuned. And anyway, thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Bedgar Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Bezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Duckwagon, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kylar, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, Okill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantom, Personage, Primus 11, Cune Caracos P, Shergox is Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rak Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm and Zonegon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.